Hey y'all, hey. It's story time with Ange. It's gonna be a couple part stories because it's gonna be a long series. So just bear with me. So, if y'all don't know, we brought a house. Yay! This was a long time coming. You hear me? It's definitely God's plan because we lived in Virginia for 12 years now. We came back in 2012. And I've been trying to buy a house here for a long time. At least 3 times we tried to buy a house. When I was in the military, twice when I was in the military. No, once when I was in the military, and then twice when I got out. And so I think the first time we looked when I was in the military, and I was like, why I can't buy a house here? What's going on? And they're like, oh, your credit score got to be, this is when it was higher. It had to be like 660 or 670 to buy a VA home loan, right? So then after they said no, I ended up moving into base housing. And I loved my house in base housing. I was the first person in that house in base housing because they just built them. So I moved into base housing. So I stopped my search. Then I got out in 2017, and it was so quick. If you're in housing, you got to be gone within 30 days. So we moved, and we moved to where we live at now. We tried, I want to say, not that year, but 2018. 2018 is when I found my family, my dad's side, and we decided to stay. So then we decided to look again around that time. Same issues. Every time we tried to find something, it was like, you want so much money for these houses that's built in the 60s and the 70s, and I'm just refused to pay 300 something thousand for a house that was built in the 60s and the 70s. Now, don't get me wrong, some houses is nice and they fix them up and their inside is nice, but the ones around here, they're like fixer-uppers, right? I don't want a fixer-upper. I don't move in and relax. I'm 39 years old. I don't want to be fixing up nothing and spending more money too. So, we just been looking at different places. We think about Georgia, we think about Florida, and then all this stuff going on with Florida, with the governor and all of that. I'm like, yeah, no, don't want to move there. Then think about Georgia, the outskirts of Atlanta. Then everybody's like, no, it's getting bad. And I'm like, all right, God, where are you leading me to? Because right now, it's not Georgia and it's not Florida. So where are you leading me to? And, a couple things happened in my life. 2023 was a bad year for me. I lost my grandfather. He passed away. I lost a really good friend. She didn't pass away. We just not friends no more. And, it was crazy. It just put me in a path to where I really had to focus on myself and get closer to God. And after that, it's like, you start seeing things opening up and things start to happen. And you're just, you following him. You're listening to him more. And so I did.